Hello friends and welcome to Pathologic Volume 8, Episode 11, where today we will be solving a puzzle that I believe is pronounced Kurochute. This is a shading puzzle that we have not yet seen, so we will discover it together as we look at the rules. Kurochute is a dynasty puzzle, which means that we shade some cells such that no two shaded cells are orthogonally connected, and the remaining unshaded cells form one orthogonally connected area. That's the dynasty constraint. It is seen in many other puzzles. Orthogonally adjacent means sharing an edge. Diagonally is fine. And the unshaded cells form an orthogonally connected area, meaning you can get from any one to any other by just traveling horizontally and vertically through those unshaded cells. Clues cannot be shaded and mean that there must exist exactly one shaded cell at the indicated distance in a straight line vertically or horizontally from the clue. That's a mouthful. So let's look at some examples. This one straight in the middle is saying that there is exactly one shaded cell one space away from that clue. This 2 clue is the same thing but 2 spaces away, and it's right here. Note that there is a shaded cell closer than that. That's fine. It's just saying that at a distance of 2, there will be exactly one shaded cell. Those are the rules of Kurochute, so it's time to solve a puzzle. Today's Kurochute puzzle was set by Freddie Hand. Normally, when I look at puzzles of any of these number clue types, I look for small numbers and large numbers, and I'm thinking about how to apply that principle here. It looks like our break-in is going to be cases where a number has clues already placed that distance away, which makes them ineligible to be shaded. So in this corner, the 1, starting with the small numbers, the 1 is obviously not placeable to the north, and to the west and east we have other clues there. So it is going to be to the south, and that's the one that it is allowed. Then the dynasty constraint lets us unshade these. And we can't do that as easily with these other 2. So let's move around the grid and look for other opportunities like that. This 1 is exactly the same as that one. And this 2 has 2 options. The 3 has 2 options. Okay, so moving around. This 1 is similarly constrained. This 2 is similarly constrained. It can't go north. And west and south are off the grid, so it goes there. This one is not constrained yet. All right, so there's our start. So let's think about, well, for one thing, did doing that constrain any other clues? Let's see, this 2 got this option eliminated, but it still has all 3 others. Maybe we should look at large numbers. So 4 is the largest number that we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4 is off the grid in those 2 directions. 1, 2, 3, 4 is unshaded by this shaded cell. So it, in fact, is constrained to go north, and it goes right there, and that one's taken care of. And doing that means that we must have narrowed down this 3 because we unshaded that cell. So the 3 has to go down to here. And that one is done. Unshade these, which tells us that this one can't go north. It's got to go east. And shading this one, I see also has done something for this clue, because that is the shaded cell that this one needed. So since it's an exactly 1 requirement, that means that to the east we don't have a shaded cell, and this one is done. Let's see, which one is next? I have a feeling that we're probably going to cascade like that around, although, yeah, there's one here. 3 can't go west, so it must go north. 1, 2, 3. That one's done. Has that done anything? It did this 2. The 2 doesn't have to go south, so it goes west. And that is enough to tell us what this 1 does. It goes up here. So this is unshaded to finish that one off. The 2 sees this one. So that is the only shaded cell 2 away from that clue. The 1 is constrained to just go here. And so far, we haven't needed the dynasty rule, the connectivity part of that one. Also, I'm still on the lookout for that. This 2 can't go south or west. It goes east. And this 2 is satisfied with that clue, so it doesn't go west, east, or south. That one's done. This 2 can't go west or north or east, so it goes south. And it looks like we are nearly there. This 3 is satisfied to the west, so it can't shade this 1 to the south. And it appears finally we have this 2 clue, which is not shaded to the west or east or south, so it is shaded to the north. And that is how you solve a Kurochute.